The Golden Retriever is one of the most appealing and popular of purebred dogs. With a friendly, outgoing temperament, hardy constitution, and attractive appearance, the Golden's reputation as a gun dog, guide dog, and family companion is well deserved. The Golden Retriever hails from Scotland and England, where mid-19th century sportsmen developed a medium-sized dog that excelled in retrieving both waterfowl and upland game. Called at first yellow wavy coat retrievers, Goldens began appearing in British show rings by the early 1900s. AKC registration followed in 1925. You'll be seeing many Golden Retrievers during this presentation. Some are outstanding examples of the breed. Others are less so, but all should help your understanding of the Golden Retriever. Primarily a hunting dog, in general, the Retriever is a symmetrical, powerful, and active dog. In outline, he is somewhat longer, measured from the point of chest to point of buttock, than he is tall at the withers. The ratio should be 12 to 11. The Golden should never appear clumsy nor long in the leg, and should always display a kindly expression. The breed should be shown in hard working condition. Remember that overall appearance, balance, gait, and purpose must be given more emphasis than any component part. Dogs should stand 23 to 24 inches at the withers, bitches 21.5 to 22.5 inches. Any animal which is up to 1 inch above or below the standard size should be proportionately penalized. Animals which deviate more than 1 inch from the standard are to be disqualified. Weight for dogs ranges from 65 to 75 pounds, for bitches 55 to 65 pounds. The emphasis on moderation is important. The limits have been set to keep the Golden an efficient size for his type of hunting. Even if a dog measures within the limits of size, those nearing disqualification are to be considered very faulty and are not to be preferred over a dog of correct size. Let's begin our detailed examination of the Golden Retriever with the head. It should present a clean-cut appearance. The skull should be only slightly arched and without prominent occipital or frontal bones. The foreface is deep and wide and is nearly as long as the skull. The stop is well defined but not abrupt. The muzzle is straight in profile, blending smoothly and strongly into the skull. See how it's slightly deeper and wider at the stop than at the tip, but never pointed or lacking in underjaw. Seen from the front, the skull is broad and slightly arched. The eyes are set well apart, the muzzle a strong, smooth continuation of the skull without being cut away under the eyes or cheeky, contributing to the strength and nobility of the Golden's expression. The Golden's head is strong and clean cut, without noticeable wrinkle, throatiness, or heaviness in flews. You can see here how the correct structure contributes to the typical Golden character with warm, mellow expression. Good breadth and depth of muzzle and strong underjaw is important for ease in carrying heavy game. The nose should be black or brownish black, although the color may fade to a lighter shade in colder weather. But a pink nose, or one seriously lacking in pigmentation, is to be faulted. The teeth should meet in a scissors bite, in which the outer side of the lower incisors touches the inner side of the upper incisors. Full dentition is preferred. Although there is no need to count teeth when examining a golden, the lips along the sides of the muzzle must be lifted to make a proper evaluation. Obvious gaps caused by missing teeth are serious faults. Misaligned teeth, or teeth which meet in a level bite, are undesirable. Major misalignment of teeth is to be faulted. An undershot or overshot bite is a disqualification. Eyes should be friendly and intelligent in expression. They should be medium large with dark, close-fitting rims. The eyes should be set well apart and reasonably deep in their sockets. The color is preferably dark brown, although medium brown is acceptable. There should be no white or haw visible when the dog is looking straight ahead. Yellow eyes detract from proper expression and are not desirable. Also to be faulted are round eyes, slanted eyes, and narrow triangular eyes. Note that dogs showing functional abnormality of the eyelids or eyelashes are to be excused from the ring. Ears are rather short, with the front edge attached well behind and just above the eye. See how they fall close to the cheek. When pulled forward, the tip of the ear should just cover the eye. These low-set, hound-like ears are to be faulted. These ears are correctly shaped and placed. Note that the leather is soft and flexible and is well furred with short, soft hair on the lower two-thirds. This is, in fact, a lovely golden head overall, expressive of the breed's typical intelligent, friendly character. This appears to be a fairly attractive head. Looking more carefully, the eye is too round. The ears, at attention, are carried incorrectly. Due to excessive fleshing on the sides of this dog's skull, the ears are poorly set on the sides of the head. The fleshiness also causes improper balance between width of muzzle and width of skull. This combination of faults detracts from the desired expression. This expression is ideal. Correct eye shape, ear placement, and overall balance combine to make a golden look warm, mellow, friendly, and intelligent. Now let's consider the golden retriever's neck and body. The neck is medium long, merging smoothly and gradually into the well-laid back shoulders. There should be no throatiness. The neck should be strong and muscular, allowing the dog to easily retrieve and carry heavy game. Note the untrimmed natural ruff. Stripping of the ruff is very undesirable. Shoulder blades are well laid back, with the upper tips fairly close together at the withers. Upper arms should appear to be about the same length as the shoulder blades. See how this sets the elbow back beneath the tips of the blades, close to the ribs. The chest is deep, with a well-developed forechest and brisket extending to the elbows. From the front, the chest should be broad with a well-developed forechest. The chest between the front legs should be at least as wide as a man's closed hand. Forelegs should be straight and sturdy, with good bone, but never coarse, with bone in proportion to overall balance. This faulty front is elbowing out and toeing in. Here the front is too broad. Here the front is too narrow. This front assembly is correct, with a deep, broad chest, close elbows, and straight, strong forelegs. Remember that heavy coat around the shoulders may mislead the eye, so be sure to feel with your hands to determine correct structure. Pasterns are short and strong, sloping slightly with no sign of weakness. Front feet are medium-sized, round, compact, and well-knuckled. They are cat-like with thick pads. Dew claws may be removed, but are generally left on. Splayed or hare feet and upright or weak pasterns are faulty. The Golden's body is well-balanced, short-coupled, and deep through the chest. Ribs are long and well-sprung, carried well back toward the hindquarters. Again, be sure to use your hands to feel through the coat. The spring and depth of rib and well-developed forechest should be readily apparent. You should also feel a firm, level top line. This dog's back is too soft. This dog's body is correctly balanced, with a deep chest and well-sprung, long rib cage. The top line is firm and level, and the underline shows very little tuck-up. The loin is short, muscular, wide, and deep, and the croup is only slightly sloping. The tail is set on so as to follow the natural line of the croup, with no interruption of the top line's silhouette. The tail is thick, muscular, and not trimmed at the base. The tailbones should reach to, but not below, the point of hock. The tail is carried level with the back, or with a slight upward curve, but should never curl over the back or be tucked between the legs. Hindquarters are broad and strongly muscled, and should be angulated to balance with the forequarters. Stifles are well bent, and hocks are well let down. There should be short, strong rear pasterns. See how the hock joint falls slightly behind a line dropped from the point of buttock. These straight stifles and short second thighs are not correct. These correct hindquarters are broad and strongly muscled. From the rear, the legs should be straight. Cow hocks, spread hocks, or sickle hocks are to be faulted. Hind feet are round and tight, with well-arched toes and thick pads. The Golden Retriever's coat is his protection against harsh weather, heavy underbrush, and cold water. It should be dense and water-repellent, with a soft, thick undercoat and a firm, resilient outer coat. The outer coat should lie close to the body and may be either wavy or straight, without preference. There is moderate feathering on the back of the forelegs and on the underbody. Heavier feathering appears on the front of the neck, back of thighs, and the underside of the tail. The coat on the head, paws, and front of legs is short and even. The hair on the front of the legs should lie against the leg and not be groomed to stand away. Excessive length, open coats, and soft coats are very undesirable. When Golden Retrievers are seen in the ring having been stripped, scissored, back-brushed, and fluffed, it must be noted that this is contrary to correct Golden type. The natural appearance of the Golden should never be altered by over-grooming. Feet may be trimmed and stray hairs neatened, but the overall appearance should be totally natural. Although whiskers are sometimes removed, this is not to be encouraged. Although the Golden should be lovely in the show ring, he must also reflect the moderation and efficiency of a practical water dog. As for color, the Golden, as its name implies, should be a rich, lustrous golden color of various shades. The predominant coat color may range from light to dark, but should always reflect some golden hue. Note that the underparts, feathering, and tail plume are often lighter than the rest of the coat, and sometimes appear to be nearly white. These are natural shades of the coat, not white markings. With the exception of graying or whitening of face or body due to age, any white marking, other than a few white hairs on the chest, should be penalized according to its extent. Graying can begin fairly early on the face and may slowly spread to the rest of the coat. Such graying due to age should not be penalized. Body color of a deep setter-like red or a cream or near-white coat should be faulted. Note, too, that any noticeable area of black or other off-color hair is a serious fault. Some latitude should be given to the light puppy whose coloring shows promise of deepening with maturity. The Golden's gait should be free, smooth, and powerful, showing good reach in front and drive from behind. Coming toward you, the front legs should converge toward a center line as speed increases. Feet should toe neither in nor out. There should be no flipping up of feet, but rather a smooth, low, efficient action. Going away, the rear legs should follow cleanly behind the forelegs, with a straight line from foot to hip and the pads clearly visible. As speed increases, the feet will converge toward a center line of travel. This dog is toeing in front. Here, the hindquarter movement is too close. Here again is correct gait, powerful and well coordinated with a firm top line. The Golden should be gaited on a loose lead at a moderate speed, allowing him to carry the head naturally. At a moderate trot, the judge can best evaluate the overall movement, balance, and soundness of the dogs. Finally, a word about temperament. The Golden's popularity stems in large part from a friendly, reliable, and trustworthy nature. While these qualities might not always be apparent in the show ring, the Golden should never display either aggression toward other dogs or humans, or unwarranted shyness or nervousness. He need only to show a willingness to do as his handler asks and a polite regard for his surroundings. The Golden in constant motion with an overabundance of showmanship is not in keeping with true character and demeanor. Remember that moderation is your key to judging the Golden Retriever. This is not a breed of extremes, particularly in respect to size, substance, coat, or showmanship. The Golden is a moderate-sized dog. Dogs approaching the extreme limits of size set by the standard should never be preferred over a comparable dog of correct size. Amiable, gentle, and eager to please, the Golden Retriever's good looks and appealing disposition keep him high on the list as a companion, service dog for the disabled, able hunter, and always a valued family member.